YouTube has become a spectacularly dry place since creators started worshipping the algorithm. A couple of years ago, I also fell for the I want to make a career out of this trap, but I'm thankful enough that Google was pushing the platform in such an insane direction that I was eventually turned off by the idea and decided to focus on other things instead. However, every time I get on this site, I'm forced to roll my eyes at some of the most insulting and irritating thumbnail and titling practices that started emerging because of it. A particular peeve of mine is that every video title is now phrased as a question, even if it's totally unnecessary for it to be formatted that way. Also, it's kind of icing on the cake that the person shown in the thumbnail is always appearing to either be in awe at the subject that the question is talking about, or is pondering over the question itself in deep thought like some ancient Greek philosopher. Why do people hate revolvers? Whoa, I've always blindly hated revolvers because I've never actually put any thought into the subject before. But by simply asking the question, you're blowing my inferior mind and getting me to second guess my worldview. Why are circuit boards green? Oh my goodness, you know, when you just ask the question, I don't think I've ever actually thought about it before. And I don't have a good reason why I could think about why circuit boards are green. I'm totally interested in what you have to say. Am I the only one who gets bothered by this stuff? I guess that is entirely possible. I mean, you're not really asking the question, are you? Obviously, because the video is here and you're the one answering the question, and it's several lengthy minutes long, you're not really in the same inquisitive boat as me, are you? Why do flood happen? Educational video for kids. What are those super weird other QR codes that I've probably overlooked 1,000 times because I'm too attached to my phone and neck deep in my materialistic lifestyles to be curious about the underappreciated aspects of the world around me? Did I find a baby dinosaur? Stop this now! Admittedly, this effect disappears completely if there's no overreaction in the thumbnail, or the person answering the question is an obvious expert who's in a position to address the answer authoritatively. Take a look at this thumbnail called Why You Cannot Kill a Virus. Although it's not phrased as a question, it's got the same vibe. The channel name is Dr. Eric Berg, so obviously he's speaking to some kind of his expertise. This is an informative way to reveal a topic to teach me about without going, hey, you know, this is such a good question. Don't I ask such great questions? Well, I'll tell you what's better than my targeted relevant questions, my irrefutable answers, and my extensive knowledge on the subject. God, aren't I blowing your mind with something you never thought about before? Also, another practice that needs to stop 2 years ago is the X is garbage and here's why cliche. Grammarly is garbage and here's why. Harry Potter is garbage and here's why, an hour long. The Legend of Korra is garbage and here's why, an hour and a half long. Steven Universe is garbage and here's why, 2 fully counted out hours long. Researchers have not yet found a faster way to declare yourself the most unlikable person breathing than to overstate your opinion as fact and then confidently proclaim there's nothing but objectivity behind it. Some of my more problematic subscribers, oh man, don't even get me started on the problem with X titles, will have noticed that I, myself, have a video on this very channel that's phrased as a pretentious question. Well, first of all, obviously you weren't listening. I said if you're an expert on the subject, you can bend the rules a little bit. Yes, I am too an expert. It said it right here in the video. I'm an equestrian spiritologist. I study the equestrian elements found in the equestrian kingdom. Shut up, or I'm telling mom! But yes, I'm guilty of being part of the problem. Back when I uploaded the video, I wanted the reach to spread as far as possible. Obviously, in hindsight, I kind of regret it. I've had plenty of chances to change the title, even as I'm putting together this video. But you know what? I keep it up, because it's a public reminder to myself and to everyone else that I'm cringe too.
Bro, you just got it cringe.
That's right, your boy, Event Horizon, Spirit of Destruction, can come off as a little pretentious too. I keep it up as a remembrance, and I never want to do it again. Phew! Thank goodness I figured out what makes thumbnail and titling practices toxic. I'm so glad I never have to worry about making YouTube commenters upset again. This video is sponsored by depression. Do you find yourself sleeping long amounts of time to escape the hopelessness or anxieties of the world? Do you lack the motivation to do even trivial everyday tasks like brushing your teeth in the morning? Is your life only barely trudging along by the remaining fumes of the fringes of your existence and will to go on? Mine too. That sucks, dude.